Look who remembered to bring the gas can this time. Oh yeah, that would be me. Okay, so this weekend's excursion takes us near Mayfield, Utah, which is kind of central-ish Utah, I think. We'll show a video from last night. We pulled in maybe around 7 or so, so it's starting to get a little bit dark. Anyway, we'll show the time lapse. That was a beautiful place.
It was gorgeous. We were right by a river, heard the rushing water coming down the stream. We thought, this is going to be a perfect place.
Yeah, with that river there, I thought, oh, I'll do a cold plunge.
Yeah, not me.
Anyway, what happened during the night?
Oh man, I heard lots of side-by-sides, the noisy ones, going down, zipping down that line in the middle of the night. I don't know why.
Yeah, because we were right off the road. I mean, we were maybe 20 yards or so off the road, 30 yards at most off the road. So
yeah,
anyway.
And we woke up and there was no place for us to really go hiking because we're right along the road. You have the river and then the road, and no place for us to hike.
We can't shoot there either. So
yeah.
Anyway, we decided to pack everything up, throw it in the trailer really quickly, and come back to the same spot that we were a few weeks ago. But we've upgraded, or at least added a few things.
Yes, we did.
Than we had a few weeks ago. All right, one of the things I need to do while it's still light, get a little bit of firewood for tonight. Whoever was here before did us a solid and brought out some wood. Brought the battery-powered chainsaw, so I'll cut up some wood. One of the things I'm working on is replacing my seat cover for my dirt bike. I also bought a graphics package. I'll show you here in just a little bit, but that's what I'm working on when it's like 90 degrees outside. We have the AC running here, nice and cool and comfortable inside. So I'm changing up anyway the seat cover, all red for all black. We'll see how it turns out. All right, so I've got all of the staples out. Now time to tear the old one off, replace it with the new. Okay, we've got the old one off, this new one on. Here's how the graphics kit turned out. And here you can see the seat on my bike. I was hoping that once I got it, the seat that is installed onto the bike, that it would take this ripple out or wrinkle. It did not, and I can't figure out how to fix it or get it out, so it's just gonna have to be that way. I'm thinking we should have started getting ready like an hour ago. It's already freaking hot out here.
Yep. I need a couple of kicks right there.
I will gladly kick your boot. Probably 2 or 3 years ago, had this backpack, and I remember something happened and the bear spray got sprayed out just a little bit. Anyway, and I got on this backpack, and to this day, when I get near or start putting it on and kind of ruffling it around, I get just a little whiff of that bear spray. Whew, I can't imagine being actually hit by some bear spray. That would completely incapacitate me. in search of this elusive 12-mile trail or something of that nature. All right, we think this might be the one. We'll try it. Okay, we come to the proverbial fork in the road. All right, just like at the beginning of this trail, that's the North Hollow. Although I don't see that on the map at all, but that's probably not the map's, shortcoming. I'm sure that's me. Anyway, we're on the North Hollow. We thought we were going to be on the 12 mile. Maybe the 12 mile is the North Hollow. We don't know. But seems to be a decent trail for us, right?
Yeah. Nice and easy for me.
Yeah, well, technical enough still. I mean, there's some ruts, there's some ups and downs.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, your turn to lead out. If Kathy and I were to ride with other people, I think we would probably drive them crazy.
Why is that?
It seems like we drive for, 10, 15, 20 minutes, something of that nature. And then we're like, hey, let's find a shady spot, pull over and rest for a little bit.
Gage would definitely not like to go with us.
Yeah.
He's all about speed.
That's right. Which is great for some people. But for us, we're old enough, cautious enough, and we just don't bounce off of that hard ground like we used to.
No. So. Seems this year also, my confidence level has taken a big dive for some reason. I think it was Logan Canyon that did me in.
Well, yeah, we, I don't think we posted that video yet, but we will. And when you see that one, I think you'll probably understand a little bit more.
No, you did not film the scary hills we were going down.
I filmed some of it.
Mountains.
We actually are all about the experience, not the number of miles and the technical terrain.
The distance.
Yeah. No. For us, it's the experience.
Yeah, we like to do it fun.
Take our time, enjoy nature, enjoy the great outdoors.
Yep.
Okay, how was it?
Nice. You made it.
A little rocky right towards the end, huh?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about my hands. I'm sure I'm gripping too hard, but dang, I try not to grip hard, but my hands still get so tired.
I think a dead giveaway that you're gripping too hard is the actual indentations that are permanent on your hand grips.
I don't see any.
Other people might call that a death grip. All right, just making sure we're still on track. Looks like we are. That black line is where we're supposed to be. I don't know if you see that in the video. So this is somewhat of an M, at least this part of the trail. We're at that bottom part of the M, as it were. So we'll head up maybe just another couple of minutes or so, and then another hard switchback right, and then we'll head back down. That'll take us back down to where we connect with the original trail. Come on. What happened?
I just getting off and
Go put a little hop in that step, rider girl. Okay, let's see, checking out, since we have a bit of a path off to the left and then the one to straight, I'm guessing we're up, yeah.
Straight?
Yep, we're still going in the right direction. What a beautiful part of the trail, huh? Evergreens mixed with the Quakies. Okay, better do another check. Here's our drawn line. Yeah, so we'll stay off to the right. We'll stay on this one here. All right, someone had just a little accident. Whew. Not me, by the way. Possibly.
Right? It's heavy.
Whew. All right, bike down again.
Good thing I didn't put those stickers on yet. Okay, if anyone has any tips on how to go down these steep mountains that have all this loose rock, oh, it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Anyway, drop it in the chat or something, because we keep getting ourselves caught on these downhill slides or mountains. Whew, and it's a rough road down. So we're finding a few different ways of bringing these bikes down off the mountain. One is kind of leaning back, but putting our sides into and kind of resting, so to speak, on the seat. So that's allowing us to relieve a little bit of pressure and tension off of our arms. So anyway, we just looked at the map and we have about another mile of this. So yeah. Anyway, we're trying to find some semblance of joy, of happiness, of at least, you know, as the old saying goes, it is what it is, we can't change it, so we're just going to try and make the best of the situation we're in. Anyway, continue to wish us luck, and assuming you see this video, we made it off the mountain, or we didn't and somebody edited it and posted it to our YouTube channel. Okay, we'll get, looks like maybe, I don't know, 30 yards of a ride. We'll see what happens after that. Close. Oh, just almost turfed it. Yeah, the one thing that I'm not seeing on OnX is it doesn't seem to show people's comments about any given trail. Probably is there, but I haven't seen it yet. Earlier up the trail, we commented about how much we enjoy just a nice casual ride, just something to enjoy, maybe 15-20 minutes of riding and then rest. It's these types of things that really take the fun out of riding for us.
Yes. Oh, my feet are on fire. My arm strength is almost gone.
Yeah, we've probably only gone maybe 1/10 of a mile from our last check-in. I'll check again, but hasn't been too far. Feels like a long distance, but probably not far at all. Anyway, that's our update. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna get some raw emotion here after 2 miles, maybe a little bit more, but about 2 miles of nearly straight downhill, walking those bikes. Okay, we made it back safe and sound. Now, to be honest, it's taken us a day to recover so we can actually tell this story and kind of laugh about it in retrospect.
Yeah.
But gosh, about 26 or so hours ago, yeah, we were not laughing. So you've seen by now our what was supposed to be just an easy, just carefree ride on the trails.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you saw us trying to make it down. And by the way, that video, I've seen a little bit of the clips, and it does not do it justice. I'm telling you, it does not do it justice of just how steep that was for those little over 2 miles of going downhill with, well, you saw some of those rocks, but again, I've seen the video and I'm like, it doesn't do it justice.
No.
It was terrible. It clearly was the most difficult ride we've ever been on.
Yeah, he pulled the ropes out, strapped it onto my bike, and there was such a steep incline. I was holding my bike and he was behind it going, so we didn't go so fast down these huge boulders, and it was scary. I was so nervous and I didn't think I could make it. And we had no water. We had run out of our water so soon.
Yeah, I don't know what point of the video we stopped shooting. I know one of them we looked absolutely wrecked, just trash. But yeah, we ran out of water.
So hot.
Yeah, we did have snacks, but we didn't want to eat the snacks because we didn't have any water to kind of wash them down. And I mean, heaven forbid we die on the trail because we choked to death. But anyway, so we made it back. I wish I could say that it was a great experience. The first few hours, it was fantastic, but yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it was by far our longest trail that we've ever gone.
Yeah, I think
8 hours, right?
Yeah, I think in total it was like eight and a half hours, something like that, from start to finish.
Yeah,
so,
too long.
all right, so there were 3 lessons that we learned.
Yes.
Those 3 lessons were?
First of all, we were both going to take 3 water bottles each in our backpacks and not sharing water bottles like we did last night.
Yes. And the second one was to make sure that we take plenty of snacks. Again, we did have some snacks with us, but we probably should take more next time.
Yes, yeah.
Because I just had one. I think you had a couple of granola bars or something of that nature. So make sure we take plenty of snacks as well. And then the third one?
If it looks bad, don't take my advice. Seriously, I was the one that said, oh, let's go down this hill. No, we're not going to listen to me. We're going to listen to him, or we're going to turn around.
Well, I'd suggested, but at the end of the day, we both made the decision to go down the hill. So anyway, we're here, we're safe, we made it, but No, I say if it gets too technical, we're just going to, early on, we're just going to turn around and go back the same way that we came. So
yeah. It was interesting, though, how we did help each other on this trail, because there was times where I didn't think I could go anymore. And at that time, I don't know why, but he would stop and he'd come and help me go for a few feet, and we just kind of helped each other out.
At different times, we were definitely support, right? Mental and physical. And that was one of the things that I was a little surprised, the mental anguish or the mental toughness, right? That you had to have
we'd
coming
make
down.
it down one hill, we'd turn the corner thinking, okay, this is our last hill. And we turn it, and there was another huge hill of rocks. And mentally, it was rough.
So, hey, get out there, go camping and go riding.
Okay, now finish up the night.
Oh, yeah, sorry for this long, but you gotta hear this story. So we make it back to camp, and we're down in a bunch of water, right, and fueling ourselves with different foods. Anyway, so we make it to bed, probably in bed, I don't know, an hour and a half. We both fall right asleep. It was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later. I wake up, I got a Charlie horse in my right inner thigh, just gripped me like that, and I threw the sheets off.
Scared me to death because I thought someone's outside, and because he's jumping up so fast.
And as soon as I hit the floor in the trailer, then the left thigh just grabs. Right now I've got 2 Charlie horses, and it's just pulling like crazy. Somehow I get out of the trailer, and I'm just pacing back and forth. Just pacing probably sounds really much better. I mean, I was hobbling.
Yeah.
Right. If you've had a Charlie horse, you know how bad it hurts. And for me, the inner thigh is even worse. Anyway, and then I got down by my ankle like that. It's starting to pull a knot up as well. So I had heard that pickle juice is a really fast-acting cure, so to speak, for cramps. And we have, one of our daughters made us some relish, and we had maybe half the bottle left of relish. Mm-hmm. Well, what's relish made out of? Pickles, and so there's got to be pickle juice in there. So I holler into Kathy, can you get the relish quickly? Anyway, so she brings out the jar, hands me a fork, and I'm going to town, right? I mean, if this is the last meal, I'm eating this stuff like crazy. Anyway, it probably was not a pretty sight. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It probably was not pretty, but I didn't care because it hurt like crazy. Now, by the way, if you have something else maybe that works better, then drop it in the chat or the notes description below, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Let me know what you find to be helpful. But anyway, it was probably, I don't know, a few minutes later, it started to loosen up, and I was
then you
able.
took some magnesium. He smashed up some of my pills, and
I don't do well with pills, especially the larger ones. Choke on that. I could have died twice yesterday.
I know.
Anyway, so I'll go back to my my last comment. Get out there and go camping and do some riding. Go exploring, but be safe.
Yes, be safe.